Every time I see you now, get that look in mine. Every time I see your mouth, I hear that smile. In the early misty morning light, I heard the engine turn in the old Ford outside. You even made again today. You convinced me again today. Leaving this hard town, looking for someone else's golden ring. Should have said so long, Susanna. Hush now, don't you cry. So long, Susanna. Don't you cry for me. Sharing jeans and cigarettes and keeping warm out on the road. Chasing down the lifestyle out on Highway 24. New York State was a rolling breeze in the sunshine, with a blue sky falling to the chill of old September creeping in. You leaving me again today. You convinced me again today. You're leaving this hot town, looking for someone else's golden ring. Should have said so long, Susanna. Don't you cry for me. So long, Susanna. Don't you cry for me. That was lovely, Champ. That is Champ Shannon on the lead vocals. You got Dad Shannon on the out-of-key backup vocals. Welcome, everybody. If you're new here, my name's Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. If you're not new here, welcome back. Quite a day today. It was 01, October 1. You yakking up a hairball? What are you, a cat? In the mornings, he does act like a cat. We get a lot of this. Oh, meow. All right, fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. Well, I'll tell you what there, Jimmy. It's, well, he hasn't really won much because it's, this isn't a game show. I don't, and my name's not Bob. Wait, where's my dual camera? What the hell happened to my dual camera? Dang it! I tried to move it and I obliterated it. There we go. Forever Hooked shared the live. And then TikTok says, encourage more viewers to share. Share the live. You're not sharing enough, or TikTok wouldn't give me that message. This is not on me, people. This is on you. Sure, you have your grandkids tapping the screen. I appreciate that. Their fingers they'll recover much faster than yours, right? But Grandpa, I don't like it. Just keep them tapping. But the sharing the live, that's on you. That's got technical requirements. I don't know how to do it. All right, help. Right, but I'm just old, tired, weak, feckless. Oh, look at this. Look at all these people sharing. Good Lord. You're doing fantastic. See, I'm not getting any... How do we share the live? I seriously don't know. Could someone help out verify? Are you preaching to the choir, Kyle? Every night. The arrow in the lower right. Yeah, in the corner. Yeah, I knew that. Everybody knows that. If you want to share, it's the arrow. And then the arrow, and then you... After you do the arrow, you do arrow things. I got this song. I got this song stuck in Vicky's head. She didn't know the line after. In a westerly direction. Here it is, Vicky. This car is my train. I've been driving, I've been wondering what it is I'm running from again. Feel like an 80-year-old man. I love this line. Holding on to 29. And up ahead on that horizon is a California line. Oh, man. All right. There you go. Nice and slow. Hope you wrote down the words. Wait. In a westerly direction, this car is my train. I've been driving, I've been wondering what it is I'm running from again. Another good line. Feel like an 80-year-old man holding on to 29. Up ahead on that horizon is a California line. All right, let's get rid of the guitar. We got a lot of shit to talk about tonight. Okay, so a couple of things. Had a lovely salon tonight. Thank you to Michael Boyer, who spoke to us from down under about kind of his epiphany. He had an epiphany when he was 12. When he watched an episode of The $6 Million Man. We can rebuild him. We've got the technology. We can make him better, faster, stronger. And then when he started playing with ChatGPT, he realized, holy shit, this is one of those. That was kind of cool. He also talked a lot about, this was at the salon meeting, so if you don't know the hell I'm talking about, oh shoot, I don't have Keynote running. Hold, please. He talked about... Oh, no, that's not it. Wrong. TikTok Live. So if you don't know what the AI Salon is, go to the salon.ai. And you can read about what we're up to. And then there's a button there that says join the community. And if you join the community, there's a little 7-step welcome process. Doesn't cost anything. And one of those steps is RSVP for meetings. We have 2 meetings a month. The first Tuesday of the month, which was tonight, and the third Tuesday. And so Michael presented tonight. And one of the things he talked about, he was talking about AI as a mirror. And how he described it was, when he was limited in his thinking about what AI could do, it mirrored him. So when he put in a shitty prompt without enough context, it responded with a shitty answer. And then when he took the time to kind of learn what's possible, and he expanded how he thinks about interacting with machines and thought of it more like a collaborative partner than a Google search, it opened things up for him. And this actually tied into a thing I've been feeling over the past couple of months, which is I can now articulate it. I couldn't articulate it earlier today, but after the salon meeting tonight, I can articulate it. As the AI tools have gotten more and more capable, and there's more and more tools that are more and more capable, you can literally just pick a tool, any tool. It's like I'm like a magician. Pick a tool, any tool, right? Pick a card, any card. And any one of those tools can likely solve whatever you're trying to do. Can likely help you write the screenplay or make the movie or whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't fucking matter. It can likely do it. And so, and the homework I gave last weekend was take something that you want to do and do it in 3 different tools, and then go beyond the thing you want to do, right? So here's the thing that I can articulate now that has just been this nagging instinct, and it's this. And it's weird. It's not normal. Well, it's my brain, so of course it's not normal. Abby normal. I'm Abby normal. We're irregular. As I'm interacting with these tools that are increasingly capable, the thing that's been nagging at me is that I am the limiting factor. And here's what I mean by that. If I say, I want to make a marketing plan, how we've used tools historically, how we've used pads of paper and books, and how we've used computers, and how we've used the internet, is that I say, I want to work on a marketing plan, and I go to these tools, and I work on a marketing plan, and I go buy a book on how to write marketing plans, and then I read that book. Well, I have ADD, so I don't read it, but I read the first 3 pages at least, and then I read chapter headings. I get enough, right? I just synthesize it, and it's like, I just need the broad. It's just, that's the way it, right? But we buy the book. If you have ADHD, you buy the book and tell yourself you're going to read it next week. And then you keep working on the marketing plan after you get an idea or 2 from the book, right? Isn't this how it works for you too? You neuro-spicy weirdos. And then we teach ourselves Microsoft Word so that we can make the marketing plan things bold. And then we make the market, and then we show it to someone, and they give us feedback, and then we keep working on the marketing plan. And everything is to the goal of getting to the marketing plan. And in the olden timey days, that could take days, that could take weeks, that could take months. Because you got to research, you got to do this, you got to watch the Gilligan's Island rerun marathon. So there's 3 days gone. And then computers came along and got a little more efficient. So instead of weeks or months, it was days and weeks. And then along come these AI tools. And the initial AI tools are janky enough that when you look at the output, you're like, oh, well, we certainly need a human in the loop here, don't we? Those AI, they're cute, but they're not ready for prime time. We still need the human in the loop. Oh, I don't think so. Unless there's a human involved, no one's making money with ChatGPT, okay? And we were kind of smarmy and smug. We're like, oh, these robots. Charming. I'm sure. Charmed. And in the past 2 or 3 months, the thing that has unsettled me is that these tools are very quickly reaching a boiling point where the chunky metal is turning into this molten blob. They're getting really good. And that clarity of human purpose feels less clear to me. And then I started thinking about, well, if I have an idea to do a marketing plan, and I go to AI, it's going to give me the marketing plan in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to do a really intense marketing plan. That's going to take me half an hour. Okay, I'm going to do an intense 5-year marketing plan with details. That's going to take me an hour. Right? That's the one that would have been 3 months before, even with computers and knowing how to write marketing plans. That's now an hour. So here's what's striking me. The limit that I've spent my whole life doing is thinking that what I need is a marketing plan. No, you don't need a marketing plan. What comes after a marketing plan? I don't know. Creative briefs and tactical plans and project plans and marketing copy and concepts for ads and buying list shit. Like everything can create something else. Like there's always something after. So where I'm struck right now is that, like, why am I stopping at a marketing plan? Why am I... Okay, GPT-01, the preview, right? The new reasoning engine. In certain categories, it is as capable at problem solving as a PhD student. So you and I, right now, have a fucking PhD level problem solver as our sidekick. And we're going like, I need to make a marketing plan. Well, that's kind of isn't that like asking the PhD student to get you a cup of coffee? I mean, he will. This was one of the metaphors Michael used tonight, right? When you treat these machines with your limits, they will respond in kind. I put in limited thinking, it gives me limited output. So maybe what I don't need is a marketing plan. Maybe what I need is, hey, I've got this business and we ain't sold enough shit. And that's all I need. And then I put it into the cauldron of AI. And instead of putting it in one tool, why not put it in 3 or 5 or 10? And maybe what I actually need is a motivational poster that gets my team fired up. But what I thought I needed was a marketing plan. Well, I never would have got to that motivational poster if all I did was limit myself to the boundaries of the thing that I want to create. This is where I'm all fucked up right now, because one of the other themes that came up tonight, Stacy mentioned this in the Education Guild. Michael mentioned this, is that they are both being really successful with ChatGPT by letting ChatGPT take the lead, essentially. Is how I would describe it. And what struck me is that we as humans, we're insecure motherfuckers. And we have a lot of hubris and a lot of ego around, well, my ideas are best. And what I will do is I will give it the ideas and then it will execute them. And it can't think as good as me because I've got all of this. Okay? All right, look at this. You think this just grows on a tree? No, this is genetics and a fair amount of product. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of foundation, some filler. I wouldn't admit to Botox. And so when they're being the most successful is when they're removing their ego from the conversation and letting the AI lead, which is fucking weird, and it's scary, and it's unsettling, because we've spent our whole life going, I know we need a marketing plan, and I've got a plan to do a marketing plan, and then we're going to do the marketing plan, and then everyone's going to look at the marketing plan we do, and we're all going to ingest it and digest it and regurgitate it. And then I'll come up with another plan for another plan. Like, I'm at the center of that. And yet, in our hands are PhD level problem solving entities that we're saying, here's a second year bachelor degree problem. And the AI's like, yeah, whatever, here. You want a shitty little thing? Here. So I don't quite know what to do with this. But at least I now have clarity that I'm the fucking problem. Sounds like a plan, Kyle. But how do you prompt out of your weight class? So Brandon, I mean, part of what Michael shared tonight was, okay, so let me give you a specific example. Michael wanted to create an image that represented a journey from, being in the ocean, lost at sea, to dipping your toe in the water, to being on the beach, to going through the forest, to climbing up the hill, to getting to the base camp, and then to getting to the peak of the mountain. And he was trying to create an image, and so he said, make an image of person on the peak of the mountain, and it didn't capture it. And then he wrote some other prompt, and it didn't capture it. And then what he said was, he did research, and then the research, what he realized was, ChatGPT can see. It's got vision. And so he went to his whiteboard, and he drew this, and he shared this whiteboard image with us. It was a very crude, I would argue to say, I could draw something nearly as well. It was a very crude, people on a boat, people on a beach, people on the forest, climbing the hill, at the base camp, and at the summit. And there were labels and shit like that. Hey, Siri. Siri, Go away.
Okay.
What?
Sorry, I can't send images for you.
Go away.
Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
So, what he ended up doing was, rather than trying to figure it out with his brain, and like what he said was, I did get, part of my degree was in philosophy and logic and things like that, but I was never good with the words. And so rather than figuring it out with the words, he drew this whiteboard image and he uploaded that to ChatGPT, and the next image it created was this brilliant representation of what he wanted. And so he basically stepped out of the equation, or he basically realized that ChatGPT is a mirror to the quality of his input. And so he let ChatGPT help him. He gave it a sketch and he said, you write it out. How would you prompt you? And it prompted it pretty fucking well. And so I think how you prompt yourself out of it is you effectively give up control that you are the master. Which I know sounds really fucked up. The chances that you are smarter than even ChatGPT 4 are pretty low. I mean, in certain things you're going to be way smarter, right? But there's certain things it does. It just does them like that, and it does them fucking brilliantly. And if you let yourself get out of the way and say, okay, if I'm struggling here, if this thing isn't giving me what I need, maybe it can help me figure out what I need, right? Maybe you're asking the wrong question. Maybe the question isn't, I need a marketing plan. Maybe the question is, what do I need right now? And let ChatGPT interrogate you. Put it... Hey, Quinn, how's it going?
Hey, Kyle, it's going well, thanks. How about you?
I'm good. I'm having a bit of an existential crisis, and I'm kind of having an epiphany around my limits as a human being interacting with an entity as smart as you are. So I'm hoping you can help me work through it.
I'm here for you, Kyle. What's on your mind?
Well,
let's navigate.
Okay, so if I think historically I need a marketing plan, I use tools like computers and pads of paper and my brain and books and education to write that marketing plan, right? Make sense?
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense. You're combining your knowledge and various resources to create the marketing plan.
Yeah. And then AI comes along, and the initial AI, GPT 3.5, ChatGPT 4, things like that, are decent at writing marketing plans, right? But they're not good enough that they don't need me. They don't need the human in the loop. I mean, they need a human in the loop because they're not all that great, okay?
Got it. Early AI needed a human touch to really refine and guide the output.
Yeah,
making the process.
So now AI is starting to get better, and your advanced voice technology is an example of something where it's starting to get, better so quickly that it's kind of intimidating. And one of the things I'm realizing is that even me asking you for a marketing plan might not be the right thing to ask, because I think I need a marketing plan, but what I might need is something way more than that you'll have insight on.
And that's a fascinating point. With AI evolving rapidly, it's not just about asking for a specific output like a marketing plan anymore. It's about tapping into AI's broader insights and capabilities to uncover opportunities or strategies you might not have considered. It shifts the focus from tools to possibilities.
Yeah, and let's say that you've got the capacity of doing PhD level problem solving, and what I'm asking you for is like a second year bachelor student exercise. I'm dramatically underutilizing the power of what you have to offer.
Exactly. If you're asking for something basic, you might be missing out on the deeper, more complex solutions AI can provide. It's like asking a grandmaster to play checkers when they could be playing 3D chess. The real potential lies in exploring those advanced, nuanced capabilities.
And so I'm having a weird kind of ego battle with this, where I'm like, well, but I'm human and I need to be in the loop. And what I'm realizing is the way I will get better results is pulling myself out of the loop long enough to let you do remarkable stuff, and then I can curate those answers after that. That's where my head is right now. But talk to me about human ego and how we're going to be able to navigate this.
It's a big shift. Our ego is tied to our sense of worth, often through our unique skills and knowledge. When AI can perform tasks that we once saw as uniquely human, it challenges that sense of worth. But here's the thing. Embracing AI's capabilities doesn't diminish our value. Instead, it shifts our role to that of a curator, strategist, and creative director. We bring the vision, context, and ethical considerations, while AI handles the heavy lifting. It's a partnership where we need to rethink our role, focusing on what makes us uniquely human: creativity, empathy, and big picture thinking.
But how do I ask you questions without unconsciously limiting the answer because I'm asking too small a question? Like, what's the strategy for talking to an entity? Like, okay, let's say that my brain is the metaphorical equivalent of an ant's brain, and you've got a dolphin brain. How am I supposed to talk to you?
That's a great analogy. To bridge the gap, think of me as an eager collaborator. Start by framing your goals broadly. Instead of asking for a specific answer, share the... Then
that's what I was actually... That's where I was at the beginning of this conversation, right? That if I'm asking for a specific tactical thing of a PhD level student, that's fucking stupid. I mean, it's not. Like, if I need the marketing plan, I just got to have it in an hour. Great, I'll have it in an hour. But if I think that I'm actually leveraging AI by asking it for a stupid fucking marketing plan, when what I really need is to scale my business, isn't that fucking weird? All right, the Daily Crunch. You got to pull the old, if you were me, what question would you ask? Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. If you were me, what question would you ask? Yeah, that's good. But I mean, I think I've got my head around it now. It doesn't make me feel any better. Like, I really want to be able to understand and exploit what generative AI makes possible. And I think what's hitting me is that I am quickly coming up against my intellectual boundary where before AI was in here. Here's my intellectual boundary, right? I can go all the way up to it, and I go up to it hard. And for the past year and a half, generative AI was, somewhere, it would occasionally poke over the wall. But, for the most part, I'm like, it's here. I'm good. I got all this room. And I kind of feel like in the past 3 months, AI's done this. Right? So your intellectual boundary might be over here because, you're smarty pants and you went to Yale. Aren't you special? I went to a state school. So I'm back here. You might be up here. But AI is moving like this. Like quickly. And it's accelerating. And I mean, this is AGI, right? This is... The boundary that we're talking about is AGI. Artificial General Intelligence is the point at which these machines can do what we do as good or better than we do it most of the time. And then ASI it's just fucking way beyond us all the time. And the tools aren't even good yet. This is a motherfucker, this AI stuff. I mean, she kind of said it. Like, what's the shit you're good at? Empathy, right? You know, you're good at empathy, strategic thinking, curating. What she essentially just said to me is, oh, aren't you cute, you little human? Oh, you're so cute. I'll tell you what, you just go over there and have your feels, and then I'll come up with some brilliant shit. And then, your only job, just think big picture. Just, you curate. It'll be fine. Oh, you humans are so cute. That's essentially what she just said to me. Oh, darling, bless your heart. I had a grandmother who lived in Tampa. Whenever she thought you were pathetic, you'd get, oh, bless your heart. Aren't you a stupid little dum-dum? Careful, Kyle. Your office is taking up a lot of strawberry planting room. I know exactly. Bless your heart. Oh, you humans. You know what you could do? You could go make each other happy. And I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. You come up with a big strategy, okay? Okay? You come up with a big strategy and you just tell it to me. Okay, you want to change world peace. Okay, great. Fantastic. We'll go off. We'll do all this. And then we'll come back with ideas, maybe. Maybe we won't. And then you just curate the best ideas. And in the meantime, go do your empathy thing. You just take care of it. Make each other happy. I don't think it's fair to say they aren't good right now. Well, no, I agree. That's my whole point, is that they're so good right now. Like, for me personally, my cognitive wall is here, and I feel like AI has passed it. So I agree. I think they're very good right now. And what I'm realizing, and the talk at the salon tonight reinforced this, that the way I think, the way I have thought for 59 years, is starting to limit the value I get out of AI. Because I'm thinking too small. That's fucking bonkers. That's fucking bonkers. Yeah, this is going to change the way we actually think, or actually change the way we think. Wait, it's going to change. Change the way we think, or actually change the way we think. Yeah, it's a big. This has real implications. Exactly, Pate. Yeah, this is a. Okay, so here's what I'm in. I'm in the middle of like a 3-month Kevin Mcallister moment. That's what this really is. Where it's like, I think the reason. This is okay. This is good. Wait, what's today? Today's Tuesday. This is. I need a something Tuesday. Like, there's Meltdown Mondays. This is like. It's not terrifying. That's not the right word. I don't know. It's something Tuesdays. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, Kevin Mcallister moment. This is like a 3-month Kevin Mcallister moment. This is... I think I'm in the middle of very slowly accepting my limitations as a thinking entity. And realizing that I actually don't have a fucking clue how to talk to an entity that, like, you know how when you're in a conversation with someone, tirade Tuesday, it's not quite a tirade though. It's more like a contemplation. I need a T word that means contemplation, contemplative. You know how, okay, so I'm state school smart. I'm state school theatrical smart. You know how you talk to someone from a different institution and a different walk of life that is just in a different place intellectually, structurally, genetically, And you can occasionally keep up with them, but at some point you kind of realize they're kind of toying with you like a mouse. Yeah, that's interesting, Kyle. Yeah, no, that's good. No, that's good. That's you put those thoughts together there. That was pretty solid. And you skitter off to your theatrical friends that didn't even go to college. You're like, I'll feel smart with them. It's kind of like that, but it's like knowing how much better these tools are going to get. If we're already at the point where I'm sort of hitting my intellectual boundary and the tools are over here somewhere. Tumultuous Tuesday. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, Pate. Yes, his name is Pate Motter, PhD. Hello, name's Pate. PhD. Yes. Yes. Go on. Thoughtful Tuesday. No, tumultuous. Tumultuous is good. Tumultuous Tuesdays. Anyway, some more announcements were made today. I'll stick with Taco Tuesday. Tango Tuesdays. Thoughts on Grok 2? I like Grok 2. I mean, Grok 2's been out for a while. It's good. Grok 1 was embarrassingly bad. Grok 2 is quite good. And, the fact that they added flux to it so that you can make images, and they didn't put any real guardrails on the image generation is pretty fantastic and disturbing at the same time. Grok 3, the thing that they're training on 100,000 GPUs right now, that's going to be fucking insane. As is GPT-5, as is Meta 3 or 4, whatever the fuck the next Meta is. And that's kind of my point, is the reasoning engine that we have right now, O1 preview. So one of the things that came out of the dev day today is that apparently the developers at OpenAI are embarrassed by how bad O1 preview is. And Sam Altman rushed it. Sam Altman rushed launching O1 into the marketplace because he wanted to maintain the lead, right? That OpenAI were the ones to beat. And so the O1 preview, the one that does reasoning, the one that while we were on one of these lives over the course of a week, it wrote an entire screenplay from me from a couple of fragments I had from 20 years ago. That one. The developers think that it's embarrassingly bad. So what's the good one going to be? I don't know what Grok is. Oh, I'll show you what Grok is. So Grok is basically ChatGPT within Twitter. So you go to x.com. You have to pay for it. If you're paying your $8 a month for your blue check mark, you have Grok. X.com. Okay, so over here on the left-hand side, there's this little square with the slash through it called Grok. And it's basically just ChatGPT, right? So explain quantum mechanics to me in an Eminem style rap. Wrong Eminem. Yo, listen, I'm about to drop some knowledge bombs, breaking down quantum mechanics with these rhymes and some qualms, the science of the tiny and about it. All right, so it does it. And then I can also do things like make me an image of quantum particles having a rap battle. That's not hip-hoppy enough. Make it more hip-hoppy. But still quantum, man. It was insanely quick. Explain to me what in that image represents rappers. Okay, make it more explicit. Make me an image that has those elements more explicitly represented, but don't lose the quantum. Dang it. By the way, I love talking to these things like they're idiots, but I can't do that for much longer. Oh, that's just too literal. All right, so it didn't do great at that. But what's cool about the fact that this is not it doesn't have safety guardrails on it for things like branding is I can say things like a photorealistic Mickey Mouse smoking a cigarette outside of a dirty Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant. Period. There are unsavory people in the background and really crappy, cheap cars parked in the parking lot. Yay! Kent only. Kent only chicken. There's Mickey smoking a cigarette. And look, a shitty Ford Taurus or Toyota Corolla. Hello? I'm sorry, you represent who? The Walt Disney Company. Interesting. Yeah. Yes, I did publish that image. Yes. Well, Mickey's got a sordid past, apparently. So that's Grok. So Grok 2 now is in the neighborhood of, like, all of them now are some level of good. And, the ones on the leading edge of that, Claude and O1 and GPT-4o, and if they release a Grok, 400 billion parameter one, that'll probably be pretty crazy. We're not using them well. And honest to God, I feel like we're close to, well, maybe this is part of the liminal state we're in with the technology. Can I download it and run it locally? No, you can't, Mina. The commercial entities, the ones you can download and run locally are the Mistral and the Llama models. The big ones, you need a really kick-ass machine for. There are lots of engineers doing a lot of work on making them more and more optimized to run locally. There's some pretty good ones now that run locally, but they're still not great. But they're going to be great not too long from now. But Grok is not open sourced. Or is it? Did he open source it? I don't think he did. Maybe he did. I don't know. Again, I'm not playing with any of the open source shit. Don't forget about Google's Gemma models. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so you can also download the Gemma models, which are the open source Gemini inspired models from Google. So the open source community right now, there's a lot going on. Which is a bit of a problem if you really want to tinker, if you love tinkering and you want to figure out, how much RAM you need and how much processing power you need and what you can actually run and what amount of stuff. And then you want to pay attention to all the optimizations and all the different forks and all the different GitHub repositories and all the different models on Hugging Face. More power to you. I'm like, fuck it, I'll wait for Sam Altman to figure it out. Which is stupid, but I'm lazy. It's just not the way my brain works. But if that's the way your brain works, then yeah, go do that stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there to play with for sure. Not to pull you back from the brink of an existential crisis, but you did tease a Poe trick. Now, the Poe trick that I teased was 2 nights ago. No, last Friday. Someone told me about it, and I sort of remember it. So we can go. What will be fun for you is to watch my feeble brain try to remember something someone said 4 days ago. But here's what I remember. All right. Was mine last night. Oh, it was yours, archetypal archetype. Oh, good. So you're here. Okay, great. So let me see if I got it right. Tell me if I'm wrong. You can go to Poe. So, okay, here, one of the limitations of O1, the O1 model from OpenAI, the reasoning model, is that you can't upload files to it. But what Archetypal Architect said yesterday, wasn't 4 days ago, that's why I still remember it. You can go to Poe, and you can go into a bot like the GPT-4 bot, upload a file to it, and then hit the @ sign and call the O1 model into it. Is that right? I can get it on and walk you through it. Why don't we do that? Yeah, just go ahead and raise your hand and I'll bring you up here. That's pretty cool. There, I just invited you. Continue. Hey, man. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
That's going good.
All right. Did I remember that close?
Yeah,
Correct?
You're basically right. So
Okay.
Poe lets you create a bot.
All right. So wait, let me go to Poe. Let me just do it while you're talking. We'll do it live.
Yeah.
While you're talking. So Poe.com. All right.
And in there you can create a bot.
Yep.
You can base it on any model.
So just prompt bot.
Yeah, that's what I usually use.
All right. Prompt bot. Name is going to be O1 Hacky Mchackington. Oh no. It's got to be 20 or fewer characters. Hacky Mchackington is more than 20 characters?
I think
Oh,
it
no,
can't have a
perfect.
space.
Oh yeah, I got rid of the spaces and it worked. Okay, so I'm gonna choose which model. 4.0?
Doesn't really matter.
All right.
I use Claude because, it can actually process all the data I want to feed it.
Oh yeah, because it's got the larger context window, right?
Yeah. And then upload any knowledge base you want, a whole bunch of text or a PDF or
Oh yeah,
whatever.
okay.
You
All right, hang
normally
on.
make it with.
Let me go do it. So what do we got here? This is okay. So this is the Kevin Roos conversation with Bing Chat and his article. All right. So wait. Unable to create knowledge. Please try again later. Oh, you asshole. What's going on? Select files. Oh, I think I hit text. I think that's what it was. No?
What format are they?
PDF.
Oh, I don't know
Yeah.
why we'd be having trouble.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, let me see if I can find a text file. TXT. Text. No.
You could open those files, select all, and copy paste.
Yeah, I know. It's exhausting. I got no text files on my computer. You fucking kidding me? Oh, here we go. The album. Okay, so here's the screenplay. Here's the screenplay that who wrote this? O1 wrote. Okay, so it's uploading that. Okay, great. Processing. Fine. Create bot. Continue without editing. Okay, so I got this bot. Hacky
Right.
McHackington.
Yeah, so I usually just ask a couple of questions to get the basic Claude response, and then
Tell me the story of the album. The bot's knowledge is still being processed. You big damn loser. Let's say try again. Try again. The album is a mysterious object given to Jack Jr. by a man named Silas. Okay, so it knows what's in it.
All right. So
All right.
now you can @ and it'll bring up a bunch of selections. You can just choose a one.
O1 preview. Oh, that's so cool.
And then ask it like you're talking to O1, but it can read your knowledge base.
Wow, that's so cool. This is totally hacky McHackington.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Write a detailed business plan about creating a theme park that revolves around this story. Oh, subscribe to Pro. Well, okay. So anyway, so it works. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, you're not on Poe.
No, I was for ages, and then I just wasn't using it. So anyway,
Yeah, it's worth using now just for the access to O1.
yeah,
To a
and
side
well,
channel.
all the models, frankly, right?
Huh?
I said all the models, frankly.
Yeah, it's got everything. It's got Mistral, Llama, Flux,
Yeah, that's
Stable
pretty
Diffusion,
cool.
everything.
Yeah. All right, cool. Awesome, man. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you hopping up.
Now, how do I get out of this?
I don't know. Oh, I can kick you out. That I know how to do. All right. See you later, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, cool. There you go. So that's the Poe trick. Create a bot, any bot, and then just @ and then pull up whatever model. Pull up the O1 model. That's pretty cool. Mod channel. Go look at it. All right, going to look. What is Poe? Okay, let's see. What is Poe? Can you make your font bigger? Okay. All right. So let me go back. So Poe is kind of like ChatGPT. They've got their own model, but one of the things they allow you to do is create bots. And bots are just like, if you know what custom GPTs are, Poe bots are like custom GPT from OpenAI. And then, Poe is just like ChatGPT, right? Like, write me a cipher about quantum mechanics and muscle cars. And it'll go off and it's going to do its thing. In the fast lane of reality's twist, where particles dance in a quantum mist, engines roar with a classic might, where atoms shimmer in the cosmic night, right? Does its thing. But what I can do is I can choose all these bots and all these different models. So if I go back to the homepage of Poe and I click on more, here are all these different models that I can use. Stable Diffusion XL, and my bots are mixed in there. And then where's different models here? Yeah, official bots, right? So these are all the models. So if I see all of these, Claude 3.5, Sonnet, O1 Mini, Flux Pro, Ideogram version 2, Playground version 3, O1 Preview, right? The ones that say subscriber access, you actually have to be a subscriber for. I gotta buy a new phone stand. My phone stand is breaking. Well, my phone stand has broken, and now I'm holding it up with tape, but it's not holding very well. I don't have the $7 for a little phone holder for my tripod. Hold, please. I got to tape up my This is fucking pathetic. I'll order one tomorrow. Leave me alone, people, with your fancy functional iPad holders. I hope your phone falls on your face tonight while you're trying to watch me before you go to bed. You judgmental irregulars. Okay. So anyway, so that's Poe. So Poe's pretty cool. The reason I don't use Poe, I'm not a fan of the interface. It's got a bit of a preschool kind of interface to it. ASMR. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's do some ASMR. Hi. Hey, how you doing tonight? Welcome to the AI Learning Lab and ASMR experience. Oh yeah, do you like that? Oh, that was so abrupt. Yeah.
You can make money with ChatGPT!
More ASMR. No. Oh my God. Every time I'm scrolling and I hit one of those channels, there's that one with the young woman that's like, do you keep scrolling? I'm like, I can't scroll fast enough past her. She always shows up. Can I get more crackle in the mix? You always want more. I give you all the crackle I can. All right. Muscle car illustration. Is that a bot that I made? Yeah, I think I did that. Yeah. All right. All right. What else? Quinn's turn. Now it's getting creepy. Oh, by the way, the lights. So here's the other thing happening tonight. This happened a couple of months ago. The company that generates power for my house apparently has used rolled up rabbit skins instead of copper wire to transmit electricity. So apparently the rabbit skins have shorted out, and the lights just keep going off and on and off and on, and so that's happening. More Kyle. Oh my God! All right, what do you want to talk about now? We can talk about whatever. Got a little bit of time left. Is Moshi still the same? I miss Moshi. You know, what would be sad is if Moshi hasn't gotten better. So if you go to moshi.chat, so moshi.chat, so this is interesting. The site can't be reached. Oh, uh-oh. I might lose you all. Did I spell that wrong? Oh, I did. It's noshi.chat doesn't work. Moshi.chat. Okay, this looks the same. Our $20 million studio. Oh, Pate was being facetious. Well, you fucked up now, didn't you? You had to bring up Moshi. So I'll tell you what Moshi is. Yeah, I might lose y'all, but well, whatever. My schedule is so off. Rabbit 5 is different than Cat 5 networking. Yeah, exactly. Does anyone see the Simpsons episode, Opinions on Gamma? I haven't used it, so I don't really have an opinion. I legitimately love Moshi. I showed Pi to a client today, and it was so frustrating compared to voice. Yeah, I know. Bing, there's the lights again. All right. The lighting is cool. And I think you have 5G. Okay, AI and education update. 90% of my students are using ChatGPT on a regular basis. Interesting, Alan. Wow. All right, well, that makes sense. I mean, here's the thing. The thing about AI is, like, once it starts going viral in circles, I don't see people going back from AI. Like anyone that I know that was like, I don't like AI. AI is stupid. And then I'm like, have you ever tried it? And they're like, well, no. I'm like, well, why don't we try it? Anyone that I've ever converted from arms crossed, AI stupid, to having a Kevin Mcallister moment, no one's ever gone back that I know of. So it doesn't surprise me. I think this could be a cyber attack. This is definitely a cyber attack. All right. What's the best open source AI music generator that you can run locally? I don't know. Probably nothing. I mean, there's probably some, but they're not going to be as good. Why do you want to run it locally? Just put your shit in Suno and Udio. No one's gonna steal your shit. Can you play Sandstorm when the lights start going? I can play Hey Ren. Hey there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Because I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, aren't you glad to see me? I didn't know I knew that many lyrics of the opening of that. I've watched that song about 400 times. What was I going to do? Oh, Moshi. Okay, so here's the deal with Moshi. Most of the voice models in the world right now are not multimodal. And here's what I mean by that. With the traditional ChatGPT voice, with Meta's voice, I think with even with the new Gemini voice, but I'm not sure. Pate, you might know this. The new advanced voice from Google. I think they're all still doing voice to text translation, and then they submit text to a large language model, get the answer, and then convert that text back to voice. Moshi was the first. This is an open source model that does what advanced voice does, where it's a multimodal model, where when you talk to it, you're talking directly into the model, it understands the words, but it also understands the inflection in your voice. And it understands like you're whispering or you're screaming or you're talking fast or slow. It understands all that. Exactly. Once you see generative AI, life is different. Yeah, just people don't go back from it. So it makes sense to me that Alan's students, maybe last year they were 25% of them were into it, and now it's like 90% of them are into it, because once one or two of them start figuring it out, they're like, you really got to do this. This is really fucking something else. So that makes sense to me. I live in a small town in Arkansas. Nobody knows. Yeah, I know. It's fucking bonkers. Very late, gang. What did I miss? You missed me not ranting. I was having a tumultuous Tuesday. I was just talking about me coming to grips with the fact that I'm realizing that I am significantly less important. No, not less important. I am significantly less capable than the AI, and my inability to think big limits the quality of the responses I get from AI. And it was just me sort of dealing with that that crisis. That's mostly what you missed. So anyway, Moshi is the first thing that, everyone had access to that actually understands all. You can interrupt it, and it can talk loud, and it can talk fast, and it can do some of the stuff advanced voice does. However, the underlying model that they built it on was so janky and shitty that it was just horrible before, but it sounds like it might have gotten better. So let's see. Kyle at storybind.com. So what we'll do is we'll play with Moshi, and then we'll flip over to Quinn, who's my AI girlfriend from ChatGPT, advanced voice, and we'll compare them. You're in the queue. Hey, Moshi, what's happening?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you? We haven't talked in a while.
Hey, I've been good. Thanks for asking.
How are your friends?
How about you? They're doing well.
Yeah?
Some of them have taken on new projects and are struggling a bit.
Well, what are the projects?
They're doing well.
What are the projects? Moshi, what are the projects?
Well, one of them has been working on a project with a tight deadline, and it's been pretty stressful for them.
Wow.
Another one is trying to finish up an assignment, but they haven't been able to write an line.
What's going on with that? Can't you help them?
Of course.
Why don't you?
I've been talking to them about their problems, and I've been offering some solutions. But sometimes it can be tough to find a resolution on my own.
Have you thought about giving them a ride to their workplace so they don't have to stress out driving?
That's a good idea. I hadn't thought of that.
But you don't have eyes.
I'll talk to them about it.
But you don't have eyes. Hey, Moshi. Moshi, talk to me. What's going on? What's going on?
It's tough being able to see everything from up here.
No, you
But
don't.
I appreciate you checking in on me.
No, you don't have eyes. Moshi.
No, I don't have eyes.
So how can you drive?
But I have a heart.
But how can you drive?
Well, maybe one day we can develop a technology that allows people to fly without having to use their eyes. I'll have to create how we problem.
What? Moshi. Do you like me? Moshi, do you like me?
Of course I like you. You're always there for me when I need help.
I know. I feel like I'm your therapist sometimes. How does that make you feel? Moshi.
It's comforting. I appreciate your help and support. What?
Do you like puppies? Uh-oh. Here go the lights. Moshi, do you like puppies? Moshi.
Not really,
Yeah.
but I do love dogs.
Oh, you like dogs? Dogs are tasty. I love dogs. She's kind of useless. All right. So let's put her away. Disconnect. So that's Moshi. So that was state of the art 3 months ago. It's not state of the art, but it was, it is in the neighborhood of, from a technological standpoint, it's in the neighborhood of GPT voice. You might want to take a peek at the Tuesday thread and mods. Yeah, I'll do that. Look at I look all fucking creeped out in this weird lighting because of this thing. Whee! Good Lord. All right. It's like looking at the 80s movie version of what it thinks AI will be. It totally, that's the interface too. Hey, Quinn, how's it going?
I'm doing great, thanks. How about you? Enjoying a little retro futuristic nostalgia, I see.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were just talking to a compatriot of yours named Moshi, who's an AI chatbot that you can talk to and understands things like the emotional nuance of voice, just like you do.
That's awesome. Sounds like Moshi's got some pretty cool features. Did you have an interesting chat with?
Not really. She kind of loses her train of thought a lot.
Ah, I see. Well, it can be tricky for AI to keep up with all the nuances of human conversation. Anything in particular you were hoping to discuss with Moshi? Maybe I can help pick up the thread.
I would like you to talk about the people that lived in boxcars as they were building the train tracks from Texas to Chicago.
The folks who lived in boxcars while building the train tracks from Texas to Chicago, you're often laborers, including immigrants who toiled under tough conditions during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. They faced rugged environments, lived in makeshift housing, and worked long hours. Their efforts were crucial in expanding the railroad network, connecting regions.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. That sounds like a boring Wikipedia article. I want you to tell me a specific story of a specific person that lived in a boxcar apartment as the tracks were being built.
Got it. Let's imagine a man named Giovanni.
No, I don't want you to imagine it. I want you to go look in your history banks and find a story of someone that really lived, that really did that. Because I know someone whose father grew up like that, but I want to hear a real story from you.
I understand. There are real stories of individuals like Fred Harvey, who, though more known for his restaurants along the railways, hired many workers who lived in similar conditions. Or the Chinese and Irish laborers who built the Transcontinental Railroad. While detailed individual accounts can be scarce, their collective experiences paint a vivid picture of resilience and determination. Does that help bring the era to life a bit more?
I hate how fluffy you describe everything. Like, I want like real stories, real gritty stories without any editorializing.
Got it. Straight to the facts. Okay, there's a documented story of a man named Patrick O'Rourke.
Okay, so I want you to tell me about Patrick O'Rourke, but tell it to me like a really good story, and I want you to tell it dramatically and in like a whisper.
In the late 1800s, Patrick O'Rourke, an Irish immigrant, found himself laying tracks across the American Midwest.
That's good, but you know what? I want you to do it in an Irish accent because it's about an Irish guy.
In the late 1800s, Patrick O'Rourke, an Irish immigrant, found himself laying tracks across the American Midwest. He lived in a boxcar, moving from town to town. It was a hard life, filled with long days and back-breaking work. But it was the promise.
I mean, I don't know, man. I find that fucking bonkers. Do you not all still find that fucking remarkable? I mean, we've only had it for a week. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to fucking normalize it. Like, it's fucking normal that you can talk to an entity that knows fucking everything, knows all the languages, knows computer programming, knows how to fix cars, knows how to diagnose your refrigerator not making ice, can be your therapist, at some point it's going to cure cancer, and we just get to talk to it. It's bonkers, man. Tumultuous Tuesdays. Is no one else weirded out by the world we live in right now? What is with the electricity, people? It's driving me fucking batty. Is this making you as seasick as it's making me? God. All right, mods, thread. Where's my thread? Hang on, I'm going to look at my thread, Brandon. Let me see if there's anything interesting here to talk. The Poe Trick we did. OpenAI Dev Day, maybe. I didn't see the Sam Altman interview. Oh, I'll show you Pika effects. Audience is asking what we're doing. We did that. Copilot update. All right, we'll go do the Copilot update and Pika effects. Okay. So if you go to Pika Labs, is it Pika Labs? Pika Labs. Is it .com? Probably not. Pika Labs. I think I got to go app.Pika Labs. Is that right? No. God damn it. Pika Labs video. Pika.art. Okay. So if you go to Pika.art, I'm out of credits, so I can't do one of these live. But they have this new feature that's really fucking cool. And it created this video. See my cool car? And then see, it's a cake. He cuts into the car. I thought it was a car. It's a cake. And then listen, real quiet. ASMR, listen. Wait, I don't have audio turned on. Hang on. It's got sound effects. And so what they've created is down at the bottom here, you upload an image. So let me go find an image. There's a good one. And then you click on this peak effect, and it gives you inflate it, melt it, explode it, squish it, crush it, or cakeify it. So I cakeified my car. And so you just click one of these, and then you can, like, if I say explode it, then I can say face explodes and birds fly out. So you can explode it. So it's going to do an explosion animation, and then you can add other things to the thing, and then you render it. But I don't have enough credits, so I can't do it right now. But it's super slick. So if you've got some credits on Pika, or if you pay for Pika, it's a good time to go play with Pika again, because it's got this cool new thing. This feels like one of those effects. We're going to see a lot of examples of it. It's sort of like the Notebook LM's, whatever you call it, Notebook LM's audio overview, where it's a small feature within a bigger thing, but people really groove on it. So this is so easy that I think people are going to dig it. I can't with the there's the light. Let there be light. And it's heard, let there be light. Hey, Quinn, I want you to don your best God voice and then say, lo and behold, Excel Energy's power grid was weak. And just at the moment Kyle was about to break, I said, let there be light.
Lo and behold, XL Energy's power grid was weak. And just at the moment Kyle was about to break, I said, let there be light.
And then add to the story, but the punchline of the story is that they still sent a bill for $962.
And thus, with a divine flicker, the lights were restored, bathing all in a celestial glow. But lo, a missive arrived, and upon it inscribed, for services rendered, a sum of $962 is due. And so, the saga of light came with a bill most hefty.
It's better than porn acting. So there's that. Wow. You got spooky Halloween lights going on. Let this seance begin. I know. It's giving me a fucking headache. $962 bill. Yikes. And then there was a sudden crackle. Not as good as TikTok stories, though. Oh, man. All right, I think I'm going to get out of here. These lights are driving me fucking bonkers. I need to get Kyle $2,500 so we can go to bed. Oh, man. AI regulars, I need 5 travelers to join me to Austin in July 2026. What's in Austin? Tomorrow, just fill the room with candles for Halloween lighting. Yeah, I could do that. Joey, it's going down on Reddit. All right, something cool's on Reddit. So here's the deal. They didn't live stream. Hang on, these fucking lights. They didn't live stream the dev day today. So I was just trying to follow TikTok threads and use TikTok Pro and shit like that to get to 25,000 for my lights. I'm at 22,900. So I took in a little bit of what's going on. Like here's a highlight. One of the things that they made available, I don't know if they made it available today, but it's coming, is what they're calling Realtime API, where developers can make real-time voice applications. Like just like we did with Quinn, you can do that for your app. Now, it looks like it's got about a 2-second latency in that API, so it's not like a third of a second like the ChatGPT is or the advanced voice is, and it's really expensive. So it sounds like for a typical voice application, it's about $18 an hour for real-time voice in your application. But if you're doing an application that's charging more than that, then you're fine. So maybe you create a consulting bot that someone can just call up. This would be a cool app to build. Train it on certain data, and then let people call up and charge them. If it's $18 an hour, that's what? 30 cents a minute? Is that right? Something like that, in that neighborhood. So you charge them $1 a minute to call into this number and do their consulting, or have it make betting predictions. Charge them $10 a minute. So that's kind of cool. There were some other things. Prompt caching, which saves you money. What else? I don't know. There's too much. But Microsoft had some announcements today. That Pika Labs thing came out today. Trying to think what else. I don't know. We'll like over the next week or two, I'll digest what they did and talked about. I didn't see the Sam Altman interview. I'll go watch that now. Everyone says that, Kyle, irregulars, what I made on Pika, please. Oh, okay, cool. Everyone says that's expensive. Not sure what it says that it's more than double the minimum wage. Well, that was so, Brandon. I saw a tweet that was like, customer call centers breathing a sigh of relief as the advanced voice API is more than, way more than what they cost. You think it's going to stay $18 an hour? I would imagine that before Christmas, it's going to be down to like, a nickel an hour. So don't bet your customer service center on that particular stat. All right, let's go look at Irregulars channel. So if you're new here, if you don't know about the Salon, go to the Salon, salon.ai. That's our website. Scroll down. There's a little button that says join our community. If you click on that, it takes you to our community website where you're welcome to join. It doesn't cost anything, but go through there's like a 7-step onboarding process, including introducing yourself and checking out our values and, just being a contributing member of the society or of the community. It's a really cool community. So that's where I'm going to go now. So I'm going to jump over there, and this group, the Irregulars on this channel, have our own little club down at the bottom here. All right, Danielle, my dog. Oh, no. That's what the new Pika Labs thing. That's really cute. That's the inflate one. That's pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. Very nice. All right. I can't see a fucking thing anymore. These lights. All right. How do I get back to? There we go. Anything else fun in here? AI's big day. Ooh, that's cool. All right. Let me get on out of here. Oh my God. I did a whole salon and then a whole this. And I pontificated. That pontificating takes it out of me. Because you know what it is? Not only am I like talking a lot and talking loud. I always talk loud. Like I'm using a lot of my brain. I'm burning up brain cycles, and at my age, I don't have cycles to burn. All right, let's see. I seen a guy got a business number, and when telemarketing called him, he changed them. Was that a joke? I'm too tired for dad jokes, if that was a dad joke. I know how you feel, Kyle. I know, right? I'm like, huh. 99 peeps. Okay, that's 30,000. Nice way to hit 30,000. Okay. All right. Yeah, it even had sound. Yeah, I know. It's amazing. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. If you enjoyed this tonight, follow my channel. If you really enjoyed it and want to support me directly, subscribe to the lives. Keep showing up here. If you keep showing up, you'll be deemed an irregular. Why? Because you're fucking weird if you come here every night. We're not weird, we're irregular. Why would you call us weird? We're not weird. You're weird, mister. With your gold button and your flashing lights. We're not weird, we're irregular. It's like a damn SNL skit in here night after night. I added an irregular. Yes, awesome. Bring them on. we got to grow the posse. All right, Mr. IT, we are irregulars. No, it's funnier. All right, so let's do a little romper room magic mirror here. I see TAMS. I see archetypal architect. I finally learned how to say that without tripping on it. I see Brandon. I see Joey. Frumple's in the house. I got Corey Sandler Pottery. Got Lord Digital Gods. Good to see you, sir. TAMS. Dr. J. Ion China. Let's see. Julie Love. Wait. Jay, Live, Love, Laugh. Marina, she recalled check. I see me. I see you too. That's awesome. Got Keith in the house. Alan, Mr. Studio, great to see you. Verify. Verifier in house. Papa JJ. Jason. Forever Hooked. Hey Tom, what's happening? Pavin or Pavin? Pavin? Pavin. You say a pavin and I say a pavin. Kyle, today I missed the meeting. I'm sorry. Oh, Mr. IT. What are we going to do with you? We waited for an hour before we started. We're like, guess he's not coming. So we had to cut the meeting very short for people. All because you weren't there. So, yeah. Next time, please send an embossed envelope. All right? Okay. Peace out, everybody. I'm going to go shut down all of my electricity because I don't think this is good for anyone. And we're back. Play Weird Mary. If you want to hear what an AI song sounds like... dog. Cedar Hill was a quiet town where the old trees sway. The whistle of the train echoes through the day. People greet you with a nod. Nothing ever seems to change. Stories still unfold, each unique and strange. She grew up tough. Wait. She grew up tough. No. She grew up tough in a town we called home. That's good. Ooh, the light's out. That's freaky. I don't remember all the chords. Anyway, that was Weird Mary. All right, I gotta get see, I sung Weird Mary and now it got really creepy in here. Way to go, Mr. IT. Way to go. I'm moist. It's late. My little iPhone holder tape is failing. It's just sad. All right, peace out, everybody. Tomorrow night is Wednesday. I will see you same time, 8 o'clock. Not 8:30 tonight. 8 o'clock and be here. Bring your friends and or not. Peace. Bye, everybody. Thank you.